everybody, or good evening, I should say, because now it's getting dark so darn early. I mean, I'll go to pick my husband up at 4 o'clock before we can get home. Let me tell you, in 15 minutes, it is dark, and it's driving me crazy. I'm yawning all the time, and I'm sure that most of you probably are too. And, it's hard to make the adjustment, but I guess we will. We'll adjust the weather whenever it decides to stay the way it's going to also. So, in the meantime, someone else who's been experiencing that with the rest of us, and he yawns more than he should anyway, would be Mr. Phil, my friend, and yours. Come on out, Phil. Hello.
Mary.
How are you today?
Okay.
Let's have a seat.
Yes.
So yeah, like I said, this dark is just
Oh yeah,
it is making me want to I could sleep 24 hours a
Yeah,
day.
I know what you're saying. I understand that. I mean, it just seems like just yesterday when we sat here in the middle of the summer in the heat here, and it was still light out right through our show. You know that?
Yeah, we'd walk out of here at 9 o'clock, 9:30, and it was just getting to the
Yeah,
dark,
I mean, we were
point.
doing our show
Crazy.
in the sunlight. I mean, it just seemed like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, like
and
two different shows. We
yeah.
switched from daytime to night.
Yeah, right. Well,
We didn't, I promise you.
yeah. So,
Anyway, you've got some news. Did you bring that magazine with you?
oh no, I didn't bring it today, but
Okay, well, let's tell everybody that
we're gonna.
he showed me a magazine he was very excited about.
I'm gonna bring. I think I'll bring it. It would be better with next week's show with the guests that we have.
Okay.
Next week.
Well, I'm going to give you a little hint. It's someone that was on our show before I was on there, and they have kind of made it big. He'll let you know. He'll fill you in on all the details. I'm not
Yes.
going to spoil it right now. It's a surprise.
And it's a very long
And
time
she
ago.
made
that
cover of
this
the
person
magazine.
was. I mean, actually, ancient history on this show. That's how long.
Well, don't say ancient history. Women don't want to hear that.
Right. But I mean, that's what it feels like a lifetime ago.
You can be ancient history, honey. I'm not going to ever be ancient history, okay? It's just
No.
not going to work that
No,
way.
ancient history of the Mr. Phil show. I mean,
Yeah.
if you go back,
Yeah. I
uh,
know. Ramses and Imhotep and all those probably watched your show, too.
Yeah, I'd say it was, about phase. I'd say it was about phase 3 of the show.
Wow. Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
back
So
then.
we've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, we have.
Really, just in the year that I've been here, things have changed immensely. People have grown, really by leaps and bounds as far as things that I see people wanting to do now as opposed to things they did before. And I think that's great.
I mean, we've seen so much in this year. I mean, you made the tour with me on everything.
Yeah.
And folks, it was such a difference, going to these places with Mary than when I went alone.
Sure, to go with your co-host makes a big difference. I mean, you wouldn't see Regis and Kathy Lee showing up at two different events. People wanted to see them in
Right.
entrance together. I mean, that's, it's more fun for them that way, and they get to see together.
Right.
I think that's, what
Yes.
people are looking for. But anyway, so what else has been going on with you?
Well, it's a new year.
It is a new year.
That's hard to believe. It's a new year. We're sitting here
Yeah.
in 2017.
Mr. Phil is actually down in the city for the new year. I myself was home. I was on my couch. We were playing cards. And I had a friend over who ended up sleeping over that night because I took his keys away. I will not name names. But also, then I knew you were down there. So I was a little worried because I knew you were down there.
Right.
He was down there with Coach Lines, which he retired from but still works part-time.
Yeah, right. Because that's it. There's They need somebody that, they normally, they close New York at 11 o'clock. But on New Year's Eve, they want, it's good they have somebody there
Yeah.
after 12. Not so much for the next to the last bus. Like the 12:30 bus was still dead. As nobody on there.
Right.
9 people, which were commuters that ride that bus anyway. But the biggie was the 140, and that was a very interesting schedule. I normally never talk about anything that goes on over there, but this was, I saved a disaster that night. I think that I saved
I think
some.
you
Yeah.
know what, from when we were talking,
Something
I
that
really think you did.
Never even happened during my full-time years there. You just have a feeling of something. And they closed the terminal where we are usually about 1 in the morning, but they kept it open to 2 because there was some other companies that they just gave some extra service. But
Right.
our decision that we talked over was to keep our normal 140 bus down on the lower level where it normally goes from,
Right.
because that's where the people used it, the commuters and stuff. So we just put up, so that day when that evening when I get in there, I put signs all over. You could trip over them. I put so many of them on the gates
People don't read.
and on
Bill.
the booth, and they were even giving out pamphlets showing, I mean,
Right.
this is where you go, showing everything, not just us, but everybody's. Everything could have been just so perfect.
Right.
Every other company that's running bus after bus,
Yep.
no problem. We're running one schedule,
Yeah.
and
So,
we're downstairs, and at 1:40 we even had an extra bus, and I said, something is wrong, because we don't even have close to a load with 2 buses.
right.
We split the load, one from New Jersey, one from New York, and I
Right.
said, the one I was on, which was coming all the way to Middletown, I said to the driver, there's no traffic out here. I just have a feeling we ought to just take a ride upstairs before we go into the tunnel. I said, I just think something is, I bet you some people are up there. I just have that
Wow.
feeling. Because I said the same thing happened last year, but there was just a few.
Right.
We get up there, pull in on the gate, we picked up 16 people.
Wow. You hear that? These 16 people, I want you to make sure that if you go down next year, pay attention to the signs, because somebody may not get a feeling that you might be up there and you're going to get stuck in the city. And that's not really very pleasant if you don't have money and you don't have a place to go for that.
Right, especially when the signs are right in front of you.
Yeah.
Where you have to be blind not to see it. They're on this side and this side, all over the place. And they're giving out sheets with every departure and all. Everything was
I think
given.
people in the city get so tired of people handing them stuff. They just go, okay, yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. And it's in the garbage. It goes.
Then, on the sheets they give out, they kept on making announcements. I was going crazy listening to these announcements. They said, when you come in, please purchase your ticket before
yes.
you leave the terminal to go do your festivities, so you'll have it when you come back. The drivers do not handle cash. They kept announcing
That's
it. It was on the
smart.
back of the thing, everything to do, check to get. Those 16 people that got on, it was all cash.
Wow.
It was all cash.
Well, it's a good thing you and the driver were there, and that the driver decided, I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be a punk and just tell these people, sorry, I can't take the cash, I'm leaving here.
Yeah, right. No. But
So
he did it.
everybody got home safe and sound for the New Year.
It was only, and we only were 10 minutes when we left. We were only 10 minutes behind schedule,
That's really not bad.
and then we made. There was nothing on the road, so
But yeah,
we didn't have. Since I had, put some on another, we didn't have all the stops to make.
Exactly.
So we more than made up the time.
oh yeah.
You
That
know.
definitely sounds like that.
But you say we're all going just to 2 destinations.
Yeah.
But
Right,
it was
right.
just, it was
You had to go like a local bus and stop every single stop.
right. But
It would have taken a long time.
right, but I'm saying, see, but that's the way it worked out. But I'm telling you, at least I gotta say they were grateful. They got off the bus.
Good.
They thanked me. They thanked the driver. Each and every one of them said thank you.
Well, that's good to hear because they weren't cranky and they were glad that you got them. They know what would have happened. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know, tonight we have a young man named Gregg Woods.
Right.
He's going to come on, and he's from the area here.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing around a long time, over 20 years, and he's been doing a lot of stuff. A lot of you might have even heard of him. I don't know if you've ever gotten to see him, but we're going to meet him in just a second. I even know of a few times when he was working at Dick's Sporting Goods. Everybody needs day money, and a couple of times he played over there, and make sure people need to see you. They don't see you, they don't know who you are. So, Greg, why don't you come on over and let's have a little chat about that.
Absolutely. How you doing?
Is your thing good flipped
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what was it? What was the occasion? It was Christmas, or was it a friends and family night when you played over at Dick's?
Yeah, the store used to have these family nights where it was, they still have them, but back then it was a bigger deal where they had live music and things like that. So
Wow.
that was fun.
I've worked in a lot of stores when we've never actually had someone come in and play live music.
Yeah, yeah.
Let alone somebody that works there.
Right.
Which makes it even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I bet it was, and I'm sure it was a lot of fun. So now you have a band besides just Greg. He's got a band as well. My husband and I and my son and his girlfriend, we went up to see.
That's right. Yeah, you
We
were
went
at the
up
show.
to see
Yes.
you up
yeah.
at the show that you
Yeah.
just had. Was it 3 weeks ago, something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. We opened up for Tony Harnell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite good, quite energetic. They're jumping around on stage.
Great.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
We had a good time. So, I don't know how that makes you nervous anymore or not, but
No.
if you've been in it 20 years.
Yeah, it's great. Every show is fantastic. I mean, you just get a really good vibe from the crowd, and it's fun.
That's
So,
good.
Yeah.
That's good. And you can feel the positive energy flow through them when they're really enjoying what you're doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah. The Chance in Poughkeepsie, New York, is a great venue. So we get
Where
picked
is
to
this?
in Poughkeepsie, New York. The Chance.
Oh,
Theater.
yeah.
So
That's-
we
To
yeah.
play over there, folks, that's big. I just want to tell you, that's like one of the biggest things, in the Hudson Valley that you
Absolutely.
can do.
It's the whis-
Chance
it-
in Poughkeepsie? Yes.
It's the
true.
whiskey a go-go of the East Coast. It really
Wow.
is. It's
Okay.
great. So yeah.
Okay.
I remember I was lucky enough to perform over there. Many years ago, the late Judy Norman, who had been on our show, she used to have a fundraiser every year called Mama Palooza. And she was a great singer-songwriter and used to do a lot of charitable work. And we went over there, and she brought everybody, Carl, me, all the people from the station here, and
Okay.
from other venues. I mean, that was an honor.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Doing the whole thing from the stage there. That's pretty cool.
Yes, so we were very
How
lucky.
many people does that place hold? Do you
Oh,
know?
I'm not really sure. It's pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a nice balcony and everything. It's good.
Wow.
We
okay.
get picked to open for a lot of the nationals that come through. We've opened for Tom Kiefer, Tony Harnell, which I mentioned, Zebra. We opened for Zebra once. It's
Who
a
do you
great-
think's the biggest person you've opened
We've
for?
opened for? We've Y&T and Doro Pesh last year we opened for, and that was probably the biggest audience that we've had.
Wow.
And we were direct support for the show, and that was
And
pretty
where was
exciting.
this show?
This was at the Chance in Poughkeepsie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that was a big show. It was
And-
probably one of the biggest.
And Poughkeepsie's, that's part of our territory. That's
is.
a
Yeah,
major,
our show
Oh,
is
yeah.
a
actually
major
yeah.
part of
Oh,
our territory,
fantastic!
the
Yeah,
Poughkeepsie.
it's
We're
a great
televised.
venue. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you can spread the word to people. Hey, check out the Mr. Phil show. You might see me on there.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
we'll try to figure out what day and time and let you know, and you can
Definitely.
spread the word.
It's great to be here.
Or
Yeah.
people can also go on YouTube and look up the Mr. Phil show and look up Gregg Woods and his will pop up. Give it a week or so we can get it all organized and get it all in there. But
Sure.
it'll actually pop up there for you and you'll be able
Fantastic.
to see
Oh,
it.
that's great being here. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You're
well,
welcome.
it's
So,
great
let
to
me,
have you. And I mean, because in this studio, a lot of careers have been launched,
Yeah.
through the years, and it just keeps on happening.
Well, and the thing is, too, even an accomplished musician, which it sounds like you've done quite a bit, for you to be able to come on here, I mean, how many TV shows have you been on?
I was on the Late Night with Johnny P show in Staten Island, New York.
Okay,
It
is
was
that
a
radio or is
cable-
that
It's a
cable
cable access.
I know that stage. I've been on there too.
Have
You've been on
you?
Johnny
Oh,
P?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
very
I was
great.
on a day show over there called New York Rocks.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. It's mostly music.
Do you know Johnny or you?
I might have
Yeah,
seen it, but
okay.
this was there was a guy by the name of Phil who was doing this.
Phil
Okay.
and Phil.
Yeah, and the funniest thing, I was on his first show, and he panicked because his guests didn't show up, and he says, "If my guests don't show up," he says, "Can we do a Mr. Phil show from here?"
Oh gosh. Oh wow.
Good.
Yeah. Talk about putting a spot, right?
And
Well, that's pretty good.
I was offered to bring this show to Staten Island Cable, but it's a little tough because over there they don't let you give them a bunch of shows. You have to bring a new show every week, and I
week.
couldn't travel
That's
to
tough.
Staten Island every week.
Right.
Yeah, that's tough. Especially from up here in Middletown. I don't know
Right.
if anybody's familiar with Middletown and how far it would be to Staten Island, but at least 2 hours, maybe more.
You're right.
Right, it's about,
Yeah.
it's a long ride.
Traffic and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Depends on the time of day, I guess, but yeah.
Mm-hmm,
See,
exactly.
For M&N and for Brick, Manhattan and Brooklyn, we have a system now where we bring all our shows down for 3 months, what they call their quarter. And we submit it. Mary has already done that with us in Manhattan, learned how to, upload the shows. And we do it over there, and so we only have to go down there 4 times a year, and during that time we spend the whole day. We spend some in Brooklyn, some in Manhattan, but we upload all the shows.
Yeah.
And
So let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff that Greg's did. I
Yeah, what
know
have you done?
Yeah.
You've done a lot of songs. You've written a lot of songs.
Yes, yeah, I have a CD out called Bite the Bullet. I did it a couple of years ago. It's produced
Okay.
by Richie Scarlett, who's
Great.
a famous guitar player. He is actually getting ready to go back out on tour with Ace Frehley.
Oh, all right.
Richie's a good friend of mine, great producer, and he,
Right.
he and I teamed up on the CD.
Was this down in the city you did this?
We recorded it in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
Studio in Mount Vernon. Yeah, it really, that CD was the door that opened up me forming
Wow.
a band and getting to play at a lot of places and things like that.
Oh,
So.
okay.
Yeah.
You were playing with somebody else's band for that CD?
For
or?
the CD, we used some studio musicians.
Okay.
Richie's drummer Russ was on it, and Richie played bass on it, and I did a bass track on one of the tunes, and Tarek, the engineer, did a lot of things. It was a very small kind of studio setting, with the group of us that did the studio tracks.
right.
And then after that, I kind of used the CD used it as a business card to, form a band and
Exactly,
find
yes.
players. And
Right.
it took a while to find the right people,
Yeah.
but the lineup I have now is really solid, and
Good.
we've been doing a lot of stuff, and I'm
It
working on.
seemed like you really,
material.
had it together. And,
Thanks, yeah.
It's good. You got to be able to give each other just that look to know exactly
Oh,
what
yeah.
you mean.
Absolutely.
So that,
yeah.
It's
definitely
not a lot of
a
grand
well-
gestures.
yeah, a well-oiled puzzle, yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes,
A
most
lot
definitely.
of people now are no longer getting physical CDs.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, you know,
Yeah.
it's a lot of
It's
the
a shame.
online stuff, you
A
know.
lot of
I'm pretty
online.
old school with it. I
Me
like
too.
the CD. I mean, my
Oh.
favorite bands, I'll still go and buy the CD, you know. And
Right.
I'll get it autographed by them, and
You
you
know,
know, to have that actual thing.
That's
is-
one thing I
means a
will
lot.
always
Yeah.
continue with, the old system. I mean, because
Absolutely, yeah.
I wanna have it with me.
Have the product.
Plus, my manager, Carl Riches, always tells all musicians to take their CD and to have an instrumental version of it. So if they go someplace, they can perform.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, they have the
that's a good
tracks
idea,
of it, so they
yeah.
could perform it
Always
without the instruments.
Sure. Yeah.
We've done that over here for
Yeah.
quite a lot of our singers.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So your next thing is California?
Yeah, I'm actually going to California in a couple of weeks to LA. I'm going to be doing the NAMM show out there.
Oh, very good. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great. RCF Sound in Edison, New Jersey. A friend of mine is with that company, and he's going to have me
Wow.
perform at NAMM at his booth there. So I'll do that, and I'll
That's
do
great.
some other showcases in the Hollywood area while I'm there.
Oh, that'll
Wow.
be nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I get out there every once in a
It's
while.
a great
so.
place to meet a
It is,
lot
yeah.
of people.
The
and-
networking in LA, it's
Oh,
fantastic.
I know that. When
Yeah.
I was out there a few times when I went on the Jimmy Kimmel show, not just for the show alone, but
Yeah.
all day,
people
the
you met.
coverage that I
Oh, yeah.
got, and
Wow.
the offers that I got and stuff like that. I mean,
Great.
people take it serious. It's
Sure.
not, it's not like over here. It's not, you know, I mean, over there, this one woman we were down at American Idol that time at the Kodak Theater,
Oh, yeah.
and she was telling me that she runs karaoke. So I said, "You're going to announce that over here?" So she says, "Oh, it's different over here." She says, "Over there, it's taken serious. Over there, they do it in the nicest of the places, and they have, you don't know who's sitting in there, and people do get picked up over there."
Sure, yeah. So if you've got a producer, record producer, or even a writer or anybody, I mean, they might say, hey, you know, this song I just wrote, that would be perfect for that person.
Sure.
You know, and that's the kind of thing I'm hoping that I can get into, you know. I mean, obviously I've started later in life, but that's
Never-
okay,
It's
you
never
know.
too late.
Never too
It's
late.
it's
Yeah.
not. I'm still following a passion, and just 2016 alone has given me so much fulfillment and so
That's
much
great.
that I've been able to do. You know, I've been able to open for other bands. I've been able to play charity events and stuff, and you know, it's a lot of fun. And then having a show with,
Yeah,
with
right.
Phil. I mean, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's been good.
Yeah,
And,
well, you guys are a great team with this. Yeah, that's
well,
great.
I think so far we seem to get the consensus from everybody that of all of his co-hosts. There seems to be a natural fit, which is good,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
really good. And you know, it's hard to find that.
It is. It's like even like in a
Hard.
band situation, you know,
Yes.
finding the right members that click together. And, you know,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
It
it's a
took
process.
20 years.
Yeah.
It took me almost 20 years to, you know,
And you've got
find
the right formula
one.
now,
I mean,
so that's
not
good.
saying that they weren't there was any, you know, they were very good, but they were just co-hosts for the
Right,
show,
right.
for this, and that was it.
Right.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna get up and now and do my. We're gonna.
Do you want to
Ye-
do that, or do
yes,
you want
let's-
to let Greg do his thing, and we can do it afterwards?
Okay, well,
Whatever.
he's giving us the signal, so I
Okay.
think we
Yeah,
better-
do whatever you
You
gotta
know
do.
what?
Sure.
He's,
Let
then we
us
get
sing
to,
for you first.
Go ahead. Absolutely. I love
Okay.
it. Yeah.
You don't mind that?
Not at all.
All right.
This will
Usually
take a bit.
earlier in the show we do our song, but
Yes.
because we've been so interested in wanting to talk to you. that-
Absolutely. Okay. Well, I'd love to hear you. I'll
Okay.
sit
All
over
right.
here.
Okay, great. Thank you.
okay. You won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. I know that you love him more than me. So pack all your things and go. I'm setting you free. But you won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. 'Cause I got my pride. Where did I go wrong? I thought I had it made, but then you slipped away, and he stole you away. And you won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. 'Cause I got my pride. There you go with him walking away. You never did look back to see the tears on my face. But you won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. You won't see me cry, 'cause I got my pride. Where did I go wrong? I thought I had it made, but then he came back and stole you away. And you won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. 'Cause I got my pride. And you won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. You won't see me cry. 'Cause I got my pride. Thank you.
Now, if you would grace us with some of your
Okay.
wonderful stuff, did you, you can take the whole thing if you'd like. Or just pull that. And it'd probably be easier to remember.
Okay.
Okay. So you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you.
Richards wrote that.
Carl Richards wrote that. Okay.
He writes a lot of the songs for Phil.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Are we ready? Okay, I'll kick it off with one of the songs off my CD. The CD is called Bite the Bullet. Again, it was produced by Richie Scarlett, and this has been a favorite track on it. This is called Live Again.
running around from coast to coast, got a restless soul tonight. Looking back at all the things I've said and done, wrong or right. Got a pocket full of dreams, didn't come true, I can't let go. No, we can't go back in time, I can't go back in time, I know. So tell me, do we live again? 'Cause I want to live again. A second chance, another dance, some romance, another time around. Tell me, do we live again somehow? When you think you've got everything, it all just slips away. Feel the walls closing in on you, try to act like it's okay. It's so hard letting go all that you're holding dear. Well, my heroes, they never die, well, they just disappear. So tell me, do we live again? 'Cause I want to live again. A second chance, another dance, some romance, and another time around. Tell me, do we live again somehow? Hang your glory up on the wall, make it through another day. And every time you ever find what you're looking for, well, why does it always fly away? Tell me. Ain't sure about fate, but my songs are my prayers. And all of the heartaches we feel, well, maybe they could be healed. Keep on looking for answers, and there's a void I can't hide. Oh, does it really matter when we're cashing all the tears we've cried? So tell me, do we live again? 'Cause I want to live again. A second chance, another dance, some romance, and another time around. Tell me, do we live again somehow? Thank you. This next one is called You Ought to Know Me By Now. And again, this is off of the CD. And on the track, Richie Scarlett actually does a great piano piece on the recorded track. But I'm going to piece it off for you acoustically here. Well, I ain't looking for no pot of gold or a buried treasure lost in time. The greatest story that's never been told. No conversations, no compromise. Well, I don't pretend to know right from wrong, and your guess is just as good as mine. You ought to know me by now. Well, I like looking up to the big screen, connect with a character in some way. It could be another hopeless romantic. He's dreaming and joking just like me. Well, I don't pretend to know right from wrong, and your guess is just as good as mine. And I like to try new things on occasion, but I could be set my way sometimes. You ought to know me by now. You ought to know me by now. Well, you believe that you know me, but I know that you're wrong. Well, I've been around the block a few times, a little bit more than you realize. When miles have worn the holes in these shoes, with a destination and journey unknown, my head's in the clouds with both feet on the ground, but this soul has got a mind of its own. Well, I don't pretend to know what's right or wrong, and your guess is just as good as mine. And I like to try new things on occasion, but I could be set my way sometime. You ought to know me by now. You ought to know me by now. You ought to know me by now. Guess you don't know me by now. Thank you. Again, it's great to be here. We're talking a little bit about me going to California. This is a song called Lady of Fortune and Fame. There's a lot of actors and actresses in California, and this is about an actress that kind of made it big, and then it kind of went south. And anyway, there's Lady of Fortune and Fame for you. All of those dreams on the movie screen, you're running around in your fantasy world, Credits roll and your hero leaves you standing all alone. You're asking yourself now, what does it really mean? Life ain't been too kind to you. You're naming lights, the red carpet's out of you. Champagne nights and caviar, trading in your friends one by one. Once you thought you had it made, now you look for someone to blame. You had it all, lady of fortune and fame. VIP, you walk right past. Now you married a producer with a big house full of cash. So you're living it up out in Beverly Hills. Now you're strung out and lonely and you're running out of pills. Your past haunts your shattered mind. No autographs, no 8x10s to sign. Champagne nights and caviar, trading in your friends one by one. Once you thought you had it made, now you look for someone to blame. You had it all, lady of fortune and fame. Came back to LA after 30 some odd years, looking for that big break once again. Nothing's changed and you're still the same, just a few more lines to hide. Empty days and those endless lonely nights. You'll never get another movie role. Your youth is gone, now you're growing old. Champagne nights and caviar, trading in your friends one by one. On an August night you're feeling cold. Forgot how to smile so long ago. Lady of fortune and fame, it's time to go home. Thank you. All right, this next tune was one that wrote it a little while back, but it's going to go on the next CD, and it's called Magic, and I actually wrote it about a friend of mine who was battling cancer at the time, and good news is she's okay now. She went through all her treatments, and I wrote this for her kind of as a get-well card, if you will, for her going through that. It's called Magic. I can see the fire in your eyes, and the walls have gone crashing down. Your world's been torn all apart. You're a fighter, I know, deep inside. My bet's on you with every tear I cry. Like the magic that always finds the way. Make the wind blow, change the light of the moon. Make the rest of the world disappear. I don't believe in much, I believe in you. Walking down that hallway once again, battling another endless day. Wondering what tomorrow morning brings. Well, I can't do any magic, not at all. But I'd be there for you if you should call. Like the magic that always finds the way. Make the wind blow, change the light of the moon. Make the rest of the world disappear. Well, I don't believe in much, I believe in you. Rolling with the punches, the bell rings. With too many dreams to dream today. Each and every hour like a Monday morning. How I pray your circle is safe and clear. All swept away, no more fear. Like the magic that always finds the way. Make the wind blow, change the light of the moon. Make the rest of the world disappear. I don't believe in much, I believe in you. I don't believe in much, I believe in you. Thank you. All right. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. He does. Yeah, he's great.
Tell me, and tell the audience, the one surprising thing about this guitar that you're playing.
Surprising thing.
It's surprising to
what?
me how many people get this done.
Yeah, this I'll tell you about this. This is a custom model 12-string built by a good friend of mine named Scott Kopek, and he's a brilliant guitar builder with many, many years of experience. And he carved this out himself, and I play 12-string. Obviously, I fell in love with playing 12 strings a long time ago, and we wanted to build something that really worked for me.
Wow.
I like this Marvel.
That
I
is
don't know
yeah,
if you
it's
catch that
fantastic.
on TV, but
Yeah, it's
it's
great.
like a little bit of light and a little bit of dark, and it looks
Yeah.
really nice.
Wow, that-
Yeah. Neck through body. It's pretty
How
solid.
many guitars do you have?
I got about 8 or 9 guitars. Yeah.
Do you have the old-fashioned acoustic wooden
Oh,
one?
I've got a
doesn't,
couple of
right?
acoustics. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is great. I mean, it sounds great in here. It sounds great in a small
Yeah,
coffee
it
shop.
does. It does.
Coffee shop, open mic, whatever. And
Not overbearing.
yeah, well, it's even a big venue like the Chance. I mean, I just plug this
Yeah.
right into their board, and it's just it's fantastic. You know, he definitely built a guitar that can play anywhere and sound beautiful.
Yeah.
So
And he didn't tell you that up on the neck, he's actually got his signature.
yeah, well,
up
it's
there.
a, you know,
This was made specifically for him, so he's
It's a
actually got his signature. up
Greg Woods signature
Whoa.
model,
Oh,
and
nice.
you know, and he signed the back for me.
Right.
And, it's great. You know.
Oh.
You know, and not many musicians can say that.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah.
you know, you can't even like
Do you?
touring the country yet.
Oh.
You've got your own guitar. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
That's right. And you use a regular pick for that?
Yeah, regular standard guitar pick, pretty simple.
Because I've seen all different guitar picks, you know, when I'm in the music stores.
Oh, there's a million
What's the
different
difference?
You know, I don't really know. I've just been using the standard.
That's a standard one.
Standard regular pick. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. You know, so.
Yeah, right.
I've seen some with feathers hanging out of them and things like that. So
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
you
I've
know, I
seen.
mean, there's all kinds of
I think it's more
crazy
solid.
things. Yeah.
The only thing I know about guitar picks is the thickness.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it makes a difference.
Yeah.
If you're playing bass, you don't want to play with a thin.
Oh yeah, use a quarter or something.
Yeah. You're right,
you-
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Something that's not going to
So where can the folks see you? Well, you got any appearances?
Yeah, well, the next thing I have is going to NAMM in California in a couple of weeks. But then when I come back, I'll be setting up some shows. So we've got
don't have any shows between now and
nothing
then?
right now. No. You can visit the website greggwoodsmusic.com, and for any info that'll be added shortly of what's going on. And the official website greggwoodsmusic.com will take you to my YouTube and Facebook, and
Okay.
you know, it kind of links you to everything. So.
You know, you say you played at Noble. Did you ever do Barry Edelman's Music for Humanity?
I have a long time ago. When he first got it going, I did it once, yes. And we talked about me coming back, so we just have to work that in.
Because that's a good good
great.
thing.
Yeah, what he does is fantastic.
Yeah,
he
that's
really, I met Barry when he was kind of getting that going, and he's really come a long way with it. I'm very proud of him. So.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. So will you keep in touch with us? So let us know
Absolutely.
when you're back from
Definitely.
California.
Yes.
I mean, I've known Greg for
Yeah.
a couple months now.
Absolutely.
You know, he works with my
Good.
husband, so we see each other
Family,
quite
friends,
often.
definitely.
So, you know, this way we can have you back. And
Yes, definitely.
We can do an update on what you've got.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
in
all we'll need.
California, you know?
Yes, definitely.
And it's always good because it boosts our young people to see how much more they can get.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
appreciate you having me on the show. Thank you.
Okay, and we want to thank everybody for watching, and
Thank
we
you.
will see you all next week on same time, same stations,
That's right.
wherever you're
Absolutely.
watching from.
Another new guest and teach us some more stuff.
Yes.
In the meantime, would you just play us out?
Sure. Do one more tune for you.
All
right.
When you
Okay,
sing,
and
speak, no
we
problem.
wish everybody
Sounds
out
good.
there and all our stations a happy New Year.
Yeah, happy
you.
New Year to everyone.
All right. All right, I'll leave you with this one. This is called She's So Smart. My full band does this as a heavier tune, but it works acoustically as well.
Been trying hard to get through to you. It's just no use. You don't see. Outgo the lights in every room, wrapping yourself in a mystery. My whiskey, a river I sleep alone, up and down and in between. Had enough reality TV shows. You'd be my only silver screen. Heartbreak from you cuts like a knife. Stop your running, don't you hide. Well, am I just wasting my time telling her that she's the one? She's so smart and she don't have a clue. Whoa, now it's such a shame. We gotta keep playing this game. She's so smart and she don't have a clue. She's in charge, holding all the cards. Another day in paradise. And I love the sound of her voice when she screams and wants to fight. I see her every day in my dreams all through that night. An empty place in the parking lot will be my heart until she's mine. Just a regular guy outside your wall of stone. Well, I would love you from head to toe. Well, am I just wasting my time telling her that she's the one? She's so smart and she don't have a clue. Oh, now it's such a shame. Gotta keep playing this game. She's so smart and she don't have a clue. On my list at Christmas time, one and only Valentine. Dress you up on Halloween